continental drifters, and welcome back to Earth Studies for Dummies. Today we will be tackling a kind of mountainous issue, tectonic plates.
We're your hosts, 2 out of 1 million Hannahs. I'm Hannah G.
And I'm Hannah E. And we're willing to bet that half of viewers' names are also Hannah because it's the most basic name, like us.
Like we said before, today we'll be talking about tectonic plates.
Wow, so interesting.
Well, we have to start at the beginning of time. The Earth was formed millions of years ago and was made up of whatever you think it's made up of. It consists of 3 major zones. The outermost layer is the crust, which is where we are right now.
The middle layer is the mantle, and this layer is made up of magma, which is also where igneous rocks are formed. And wow, I paid attention in class.
A for effort. The innermost layer is called the core, and the core is made up of iron-nickel alloys.
Wow, that's so interesting, but what does that have to do with tectonic plates?
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
According to Merriam-Webster, tectonic plates is the theory that the lithosphere of the Earth is divided into a small number of plates which float on and travel independently over the mantle, and much of the Earth's seismic activity occurs at the boundaries of these plates.
Wow, I didn't think it was possible to be more bored learning about the Earth than watching paint dry.
Well, you were wrong.
But for you viewers who don't understand anything Hannah G says, like me, tectonic plates are literally just plates that the Earth's crust is divided into. It's divided into 7 major tectonic plates. There are more than 7, but these plates are just major because they happen to be the biggest. Also, these are the ones we're talking about because those are the ones we're assigned, and let's be real, we're not overachievers.
So here on this map is all 7 major tectonic plates. First we start off with the Eurasian plate, which is underneath most of Europe and Asia.
Then we have the African plate, which is mainly under Africa.
Then there's the Indo-Australian plate, which is under India and Australia.
Then the Pacific plate, which is just underneath the majority of the Pacific Ocean.
Then the North American and South American plates are underneath their respective continents.
Then last but certainly not least is the Antarctic plate, which is the best because that's where penguins live.
That's scientific fact.
Wow, Hannah, it's getting hot in here.
Excuse me.
No, it isn't. It's because of tectonic plates. Because of them, we have mountains and volcanoes.
They both form kind of similarly, but they have different characteristics. So the first thing to discuss is volcanoes.
Let me interrupt you. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is volcanoes. They are openings in the Earth's surface from which the molten rocks and lava escape. They can form from tectonic plates when they move away from each other or push against each other. And that's when magma rises to the Earth's crust, which forms a volcano.
There's also a thing called a hotspot. Hotspots are similar to geysers. They are openings in the Earth's crust where there is a collection of convection currents underneath the Earth's crust. They collect and then release gases at random intervals.
The other land formed by tectonic plates help make our mountains. Let me tell you about mountains. They're formed from 2 continental boundaries that neither subduct under each other. The land moves up until it can't anymore.
The ocean also holds a lot of hot facts because there's magma under the Earth's surface, even in the water.
Under the ocean, tectonic plates can drift apart like they do on dry Earth.
When 2 divergent plate boundaries move away from each other, the hot magma underneath the surface rushes up towards the surface and hardens on impact with the water, forming brand new seafloor.
This process is known as seafloor spreading, and as the name suggests, it expands the ocean's floor. On the ocean floor, there are also ocean basins, and they are basically concaves that collect seawater. They have many features like trenches, oceanic bridges, and underwater mountains, and that's what happens under the sea.
Of course, with every tectonic plate, there's a boundary, or an edge. These can be categorized based off of their characteristics.
To start, there are 3 categories of boundaries: divergent, convergent, and transform. These boundaries are all about the Earth's crust and the way plates move around.
The first type of plate movement is divergent boundaries. This means that new crust for the Earth is formed as the plates pull away from each other and magma reaches the surface and cools to create new rock. There are 2 types of divergent boundaries: oceanic and continental.
The second type is transform boundaries, where the plates just slide right by each other without creating or destroying anything. They're like that one person in the group chat who doesn't really contribute anything to the conversation. They're just kind of there, like Hannah.
Lastly, there's convergent boundaries, which is where this whole business gets a little interesting.
Does it really?
No. Convergent boundaries are when the crust is destroyed as one plate goes underneath the other.
Convergent boundaries are different than the other two because there are different kinds of them. And they can be categorized based off of their location. Cool, right?
Not at all. But for the sake of reaching the time limit, we'll humor you. There are continental boundaries where two continents meet and neither subducts or goes under the other. Since neither plate will yield, both plates go upwards, resulting in mountains.
The second type is continental oceanic, and this kind of boundary occurs when the oceanic plate goes underneath the continent plate. This happens because the oceanic plate is less dense than the continental plate, and in these regions, earthquakes are more likely to occur.
The last type is called oceanic. This is when two oceanic plates come together and one subducts under the other. This forms trenches in the Earth's crust.
Hey Hannah, what do cows produce in the middle of an earthquake?
I don't know. What?
A milkshake?
Where did you get that? The nearest cookout is 2 hours away, man.
From a cow in the middle of an earthquake? Duh.
Okay, well, in case you didn't guess already, we're going to talk about earthquakes really fast. Basically, earthquakes are the vibrations of the Earth's crust that form when plates move. Like we said earlier, earthquakes are more likely to occur in oceanic and continental convergent boundaries.
And that's literally it. In conclusion, the Earth is pretty rad. There are lots of different things that make our planet unique, beautiful, and dangerous. We learned about what tectonic plates are and how they help to create things like volcanoes, mountains, ocean basins, seafloor spreading, and earthquakes.
But just to recap, there are 3 different types of boundaries, and no, I'm not talking about personal boundaries.
There are continental, ocean-continental, and oceanic convergent boundaries. There are also 2 different types of divergent boundaries, oceanic and continental. There's also transform boundaries, which you probably forgot about because they do literally nothing. I know I did.
Now remember, please like, comment, and share this video because likes really just mean a lot to us after this whole apocalypse
Someone
thing.
cares about your crap, Hannah. Okay, thanks for watching. Earth Studies for Dummies. TTYLXOX, bye girl, bye.